So, I want to address family, because that's why I had my family on the other blog, the one that y'all missed. I'm sorry, Shia. I had her there so that y'all could see family in person, sitting there listening. Somebody who care about me. Me and Shia is this is one of my cousins, but not on top of cousins, we are family. Some people is your family and some people is your kinfolks. Just because people is your blood does not mean that they're your family. They're your kinfolks. They just kin to you. Family is a word that is earned. It come with respect, and it come with honoring a person as your family member. And I've never gotten anything less from a few cousins in particular, but this cousin in particular. And So I wanted her there. I had her there to tell me where I was wrong at. If you as a family member, a cousin or something, feel like I'm saying something wrong, stop me where I'm wrong at, because I'm always up for fixing. I'm always up for critique. Just don't come at me too wrong about it, but hell, you could critique me in something, I know is wrong, and hey, I'm gonna eat it, and I know what to do with it, so I'm one of them. So I had this cousin that I had been talking to about the whole situation. This is my favorite cousin. Me and my cousin talk every day before any of this. So of course, when this happened, I told him. We all got those one cousins who just kind of can't keep a secret, can't shut the fuck up, gonna tell everybody, and this is that cousin. But I told this cousin, this is really, really important to me. This is really important to me that you try and hold this down. I don't want nobody to know this business. I hadn't even told my brother the business. So to tell you and he not know would be just absurdly crazy. So just keep this on the low for me. Um, he had managed to got out about I say a month later, a few weeks later, and ain't no telling how long it was, but that's when I heard about it. It had managed to got out, and it was brought to my brother. So it was brought to my brother. So my brother goes and he's like, how does she know what's going on? And I'm like, well, I'm a guess, the family member that I told not to tell. So I had voiced this to my another family member. And she went on to tell me, how she didn't want me to be alone during this process. And that family members can okay, let me go back. This cousin was voicing my health and updating my health to a cousin that I don't talk to. It's not that we don't, not only do we talk, but I've seen this girl talking to my enemies and everything else. So I have no problem with you, but there is nothing that we need to talk about, and you damn sure don't need to be getting updated on my health. Last thing you need to be doing. Um, so, I tell my people, I'm like, I feel some type of way about this. Because I feel like, why would you be updating her out of all people? And she's like, everybody is not trying to be nosy. Some people is genuinely concerned, Latrice, And you gotta put stuff to the past of, little beef like this when it comes to something so much bigger. People can genuinely be concerned, so you don't have to look at it like everybody just trying to be nosy and just trying to be in your business. This is a family thing, and this is a family thing. So people be concerned and they be worried, and it could have been that asking your brother, had he checked on you. So I said, you know what? You right, T. You right, and you know what? I'm gonna call myself being a bigger person and call her and let her know we don't have to kumbaya, and my words was, you can ask me anything. You know, you could call and ask me whatever you want to ask me. If you want to ask me, you know, whatever, I don't have a problem with it. Um, my point of this was, if this was her in this situation and she was going through it, because you're my first cousin, fuck yeah, I want to know what the fuck you're going through. How the fuck did this happen? When did it happen? When did it go on? How did it go on? You know, what was you eating? Uh, was you using deodorant? Did you use powder? You know, I would be asking a million fucking questions, and we don't have to talk in kumbaya to do this. But because you're my first cousin, I would be genuinely concerned. So when my people broke it down to me like that, you know, I don't want to get this big old thing stirred up with this, but when it was broken down to me like that, you know, I'm like, okay, cool, bet, check, you right, and that's how I'm gonna handle it. So, you know, I call her, I'm like, you know, if you have anything, you know, I'm like, if you want to ask me anything, you could call me and ask me. I have no problem with that. She's like, what? I'm like, you know, if you want to call and ask me anything, I have no problem with you calling and ask me anything. Like, if you want to know. And I'm like, you know, do you want to know? She like, no, I kind of know. Everybody been talking about it, which is not everybody. I'm sure it's the cousin, or, you know, if he's updating everybody on it, was her words. Okay, I'm gonna let that go. Okay, well, you asked my brother, you know, had he checked up on me? So, well, why would I call? This was her response. Why would I call and ask you, and I don't talk to you? Um, and I'm not trying to talk to you and start calling and asking you. I just asked him that, and that was that. That's what she said. So meanwhile, rewinding back to, you know, I called because, you know, my people told me that, you know, somebody could be concerned. And then fast forward to when I called her, this was her response. Um, okay, I still, you know, if you want to know something, you know, and you know, and I don't know if you concerned or you just being nosy, but if you do want to know something, you know, I have no problem with you calling. Well, no, I don't, you know, and that's it. That's all I asked him that, and that's it, and hung up the phone. So now I call my cousin, like, because you know that if this girl got this type of energy with this, you know that you should have been talking to her or updating her on my business. I know I don't know what's going on behind my back, but you obviously talk to her and know what's going on behind my back. So a person who got that type of energy with me, why are you updating her on my business? And she shouldn't be getting updated in the first place. I'm the one sitting up here trying to put this shit to the side, and it's like you haven't put anything to the side, you know? And I don't have time for that shit. Then I told my cousin, you know, you bogus as hell. You bogus as hell. And because I'm also feeling like I'm doing this blog thing too, I can't sit up here and have that cousin around, and you are just blatantly disrespecting me, you know. It's like my health and my life is a showcase for you. It doesn't matter that this is something so personal. My business being told was more important than my health.